Lads and lasses, wherever you may be, this is Assetto Friends. I am Josh Brooks, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you at this time our unique brand of amateur hour AF4. We are live for round 2 at the Nurburgring. I'm very excited to be streaming this at last with a decent PC that won't freeze. That's going to age well. I've already had 37 drop frames. Let's take you quickly through the championship standings after one round. Last week at Watkins Glen was a bit of a mess and some things got changed around. Laser leads the championship with 27 points. Jats has P2 with 20 points, and Robbie Kinnable, who did finish P6 on the road last week, is now P3 with 16 points. We start our race today with a 5-minute solo qualifying session. So we'll have the live standings up for you in just a second once the practice session's over. I want to take a second just to hit these. Now that I've got this new version, now I've got the new PC, all the graphics are better. I've turned everything up. It's still running smoothly, and the sounds. I've forgotten how the race is. Partly because it's much louder now, but yeah, it's real quality. Mosquitoes. Just for a bit of yeah. But there we go. We have pretty on for the time. It's not really long time. Practice. Barely anybody has actually set a lap. We're hearing that the best times are in the 2 3s. Is particularly two chances to get this. You're going to have an outlap, but take it. Let's see. Well, okay. That's a new one. I'll have to lower the gain because I can't. Yeah. My microphone's up at max, which you might regret later on, but we'll see how we go. Where was I? Yeah, it's a 5-minute qualifying session, and it takes 2 minutes to get around the lap. So you've already taken about half of your. About somewhere between a third and a half of your time to get around just the outlap. So you've only got 2 chances to get a decent qualifying lap. So a lot more pressure on the drivers today than there was last week at Watkins Glen to get a decent lap. Because it's a much more difficult track as well. This, last week only had 7 corners at Watkins Glen. This is 15. A lot more technical. So let's see how we go. Let the practice finish off. We have Jack Olivier as race controller today, and 16 drivers. A bit lower than it was last week. 16 drivers ready to go. Before taking the GP's course. I probably won't be streaming AFX either because that's really low attendance. That's the check-in looking like, yeah, 9. So, no. It's like a very long time to finish this. It must be set to 200%. Because the likes of Arthur had a full second lap to do this. In future, we're going to set the time to 105% of the time to just switch between them, just get moving with the next session. So this is a long, long, long wait. I could have done a full track guide by now. I could try with zoom bound now. I'll go for a long view, and there we go. There we go, we finished the practice session. So next up is a 5-minute qualifying session. It shouldn't take, hopefully not too painful. I'll get a nice cinematic view for you guys, and then I'll get up the championship standing. Sorry, not the championship standing, the qualifying standings. Something like that. That looks alright. Across to there, and then turn that on. There we are. You'll see everybody going around at the same time. Oh no, that. There we go. I need to press the button. So we'll be ready to go in just a second. And there we have it. 5 minutes and 16 drivers ready to go. As you see, everybody's going to be out in one go on the timing screens. Very, very long outlap. And as I say, most people will only have 2 attempts. People like Raihan who've just come out the pits might struggle to get 2 in time. We've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Do a 2:05 outlap. Doesn't help for people that have just spun, like Arthur. Arthur's already spun. Need to get going. Time is of the essence here if you want as many opportunities as possible. Fastest out the pit boxes, Nicholas Dominique, 40.2. Then again, he's probably further forward in the pit box, in the pit lane. And obviously, it means absolutely nothing at this point. But as we get to the Sector 2 line, which is approaching turn 10, we'll start to get an idea for who might be looking good. Laser's definitely looking good, as he was last week, 42.8. Definitely coming across as a smurf this season. Farrell Rabbani did a good Sector 2 as well, 42.9. I don't know how easily you can actually see these times. Yeah, everybody else, they're the only 2 people that are doing 42s in that second sector. Actually, Rosso did a really good time, but he was invalidated, so Rosso could be up there as well, as long as he keeps it together. But first, drivers are coming around to the start line now, and we'll be underway for the qualifying laps. I mean, Rosso doing a 2:06 on an outlap is still pretty damn good, but it's not. It might be enough for not last. But away we go. Nicholas Dominique doing a purple final sector. A few people actually invalidating their final sector, but we're underway. Only 2 minutes 30 left, so everyone's going to get 2 opportunities if they, as long as they don't completely bugger up their first attempt. Al Hernandez is one of them, who's just decided to tempo back to the pits. He's only got 2:20 to finish the lap and start another one, so he's going to be cutting it fine. See Wooden Shoulder going wide at turn 3. First sector times coming across the board. 37.9. Bjarne Prien 37.8. Purple first sector. Anyone you see in purple is doing a session best. Anyone in red has invalidated their lap. Green means personal best, but that's slightly less informative at this stage. So Bjarne Prien, Rosso, Laser all looking very good at the minute. So is Nicholas Dominique actually, 38.0 as well. Second sector's coming up for Rosso. 42.3. Very good second sector from Laser as well, he's hanging on. 42.7 for Bjarne Prien, he's dropped back in the second sector. Yeah, Nicholas Dominique hasn't had a particularly great second sector either. Thank you, Ben, for subscribing again. 15 months. Josh put Juan in a wall. Oi! I've no mutinies to my watch. Final corner for Rosso and the rest of the field. With 50 seconds left, so they are going to have one final shot at this. Rosso to the line. 2:04.193. Laser goes faster than that, 2:03.9. Nicholas Dominique third with the 2:04.5. Bjarne Prien 2:04.5 as well. Quite a few people have invalidated their lap. Farrell Mabani 2:07.4. Zumbao 2:08.6. So Droid's 2:06.1 as well. Denny 2:06.1. Most people doing low 2:06s really. Bjarne Prien's opted to not do a second lap. He's clearly gone. He must have made a mistake at turn 1 or 2 or something like that. Rosso has gone even faster in the first sector. He needs to find about a quarter of a second. That's a very good first sector. It is it's already 0.3 faster than Laser, who has already done a personal best first sector. Everyone's crossed the line in enough time to start another lap. Rosso down towards turn 7 now. The Dunlop hairpin. Is Dunlop? Yeah, Dunlop. Second sector will be coming up momentarily. We've got Zoodroids as well out of it. Denny is out as well. And KSA. So some big hitters at the top deciding not to do a second lap. Ross has done a not so good second sector, but it's still faster than Laser's second sector by another 0.2. Ross is looking good for pole here. But where? We'll say Laser's pace isn't particularly good. What about Lickers Dominique? He's done a fairly decent second sector. It's his personal best, but it's not close enough to the top guys. So maybe he'll just sort of secure third place. Nobody behind is looking to get any faster. Yeah, no, Robbie Kinnable is about 0.4 down on Nicholas Dominique. Final corner for Rosso. Will it be Rosso or Laser on pole for round 2 at the Nurburgring? To the line, it is a 2:03.7 for Rosso. No improvement for Laser. It'll be Rosso on pole in the Nurburgring. There is an improvement for Nicholas Dominique as well. He will stay P3 though. 2:04.3. Diana Perina will start P4, 2:04.5. Robert Kinnable 5th, 2:04.8. The huge gap back to Zoodroids in P6. So where was everybody else's lap times? Everybody has managed to set a lap. At least one, at least. Raihan will not be setting a second lap. He's invalidated his second lap. Al Hernandez is on one at the minute. It's looking not too bad. Not too bad at all. Might be enough to keep him move him ahead of Raihan. And does so, P15. So we have Rosso on pole. Laser is alongside him on the front row. Then we have Nicholas Dominique, Bjarne Prien, Robert Kinnable, Zoodroids, Denny, Foul Rabani, Arthur, Zumbao, Mark Gisbeer, Nasty Bruises in 12th, Wooden Shoulder 13th, and KSA, Al Hernandez, Raihan in 16th place. And there we have it. On to the race. 20 minutes of action in every meaning of the word. Action and action movies often means a lot of murder, and that is exactly what you're going to see coming down to turn 1 on lap 1. So just you wait. I think now, I guess now's a good time to tell you that AFX is dead. It's not coming back for season 4. No season 4. It's cancelled. Oh, what else am I going to do with the time? Well-timed announcement for you. I mean, the last few races have been sub 10. Some less than 10 people for the race, and today will be no exception. Should be 9 people we're expecting. Al Hernandez has already left. Well, we're going to have to wait 2 minutes longer than we should, because people are still... Oh lord, this takes ages. Al is in it just in time. We're about 40 seconds away from grid time here in Germany. I don't know. Yeah, that works. I'm sick of saying Nurburgring. It's just too long. Rosso last week finished 10th place in Watkins Glen, so he's got some catching up to do. He claims he is as fast He claims he was as fast as Laser. I think I remember hearing in the voice chat he was blaming Mosquito for his demise. Go figure. But here we go. We got 1 minute to the race. So here's the grid for the Nurburgring. Rosso is on pole alongside Laser. Nicholas Dominique and Biana Priyan start on row 2. Robbie Kinnable and Zoodroids on row 3. Denny and Farrell Rabani on row 4. Then we have Arthur and Zumbao. Mark Gisbeer, Nasty Bruises. Wooden Shoulder, Kese, Al Hernandez, Ryan, Jack. Please remember to go back to the pits. Definitely going to be needed, but only in the virtual sense. Here we go. 20 seconds to the start of the AF4 race in the Nurburgring. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to try this view today. We'll see the whole field as we head down towards turn 1. To the lights. That's a pretty good start from Laser, who's going to have to jump on Ross. Ross is already moving to defend. So Laser might have to switch to the outside. Go straight down the middle as Rosso. He's going to switch to the left-hand side. Oh, one person had a huge lag spike in the back. In the sort of the midfield. It's 3 wide. It's now 4 wide down to turn 1. Oh, there's one car spinning away in some lag. That'll be KSA, I think it is. Al Hernandez is spinning on the inside as well. Otherwise, we're pretty much clean up at the front. Down towards turn 3. Still Rosso and Laser battling. Biana Priyan's gotten past Nicholas Dominique as well. Oh, Wooden Shoulder almost takes out. That was Zoodroids just ahead of him. Now KSA's going to get past him instead. These front two are nose to tail. There's no separation whatsoever. Biana Priyan's waiting for a good move as well. Go for the onboard here. For Laser, actually, you might make a move on Rosso. The inside is looming. He's going for it. Make the lunge down the inside. And he's taken the position. Laser takes the lead. There's going to be plenty of back and forth between these two. And what can Biana Priyan do? Didn't quite have the pace, particularly in the second section during qualifying, but he's definitely with him. Ross is already down the inside of Laser once again, coming towards turn 10. Laser's hanging on. Dominique's in this now as well. I haven't got a wide enough camera to handle all of this. Here we go. Top 4, nose to tail. In fact, might even be top 6. Nicholas Dominique's going to have a look on Biana Priyan. Ross is going to have a look on Laser, surely into the chicane. He's looking for it. Well telegraphed move down the inside of the chicane. Dominique's going to have a look down there. Oh, everyone's just sort of checking up there. No one wants to take the corner. Robbie Kinnable's looking down the outside. And Denny goes down the inside of both of them. What a move from Denny! He had enough momentum to get past Biana Priyan there, but it wasn't going to work. Ross has gone deep into the final corner. Here comes Laser. Not quite close enough. Behind this, it's all kicking off behind Robbie Kinnable and Nicholas Dominique. Weaving left and right, trying to pick a position, trying to pick a line towards turn 1. Oh, Robbie Kinnable thinks about it. It's a late lunge. Denny's gone deep. Robbie almost hits him. Robbie makes a move on Dominique. Good move. Laser. Ross has gone deep into turn 3 again. Here comes Laser, which turns into the outside for turn 4. Here's the onboard view quickly. Not close enough. Biana Priyan is shining his bright headlights. That might be my new CSP, my new AC, but there we go. Meanwhile, Nicholas Dominique, that's a bad camera angle. F2 can go die. Rosso defending again from Laser towards the turn 7 Dunlop hairpin lock up. Late on. Going to keep Laser in the fray. Not close enough for a move. Turn 10 is the next opportunity. There's overtaking all over the place on this track. I need like a roof cam, really. I'll take bonnet cam instead. Not close enough. Sliding out a little bit now. I mean, it looks fast, actually. Biana Priyan's just waiting, just biding his time. And also he's under a lot of pressure from Denny behind. Rabani, a wooden shoulder side-by-side coming towards turn 10. Meanwhile, as we head towards the front, 2-1 front pack once again. In the final chicane. Somebody's got an option to take the sausage curve, particularly the first one. If they can just ride the car over in the right place. But some people like Rosso aren't taking that. And the final corner we go. On to lap number 3. Fastest lap of the other 2:05.6. Definitely more pace than all of them because they're all battling with each other. Lock up for Rosso. Laser going for a tight early turn in to try and, I don't know, maybe try and take advantage of any inch he can get. Dominic, oh, Dominique's way off! I think it came together with Robert Kinnell there. They were side by side. Gisby and Nasty Bruiser side by side meanwhile. Arthur's past Kinnell now. Zumbao's past Dominique on his rejoin. Dominique's getting a bit in a place that barely any room, but he's made it. Or at least he didn't collide with them, and he's made the move on the exit of turn 4 instead. Nasty Bruiser's gone way off. That is at turn 4. He's a bit stuck there. He hasn't got a lot of places to go. Zuba can try and stay with Dominique, but Dominique definitely has more pace. Robert Kinnell will have damage. Back to the front 2. Rosso and Laser. Rosso's getting a bit of breathing space now, about half a second. But he's often taking those sort of wider lines. I think he's gone wide at turn 9 there. So here comes Laser once again, down to 4/10. Towards the final again. This field's starting to spread out a little bit. Okay, Laser taking that much more aggressive curb at the final chicane. Have a look into the final corner. Not close enough. He's forced Rosso wide though. Unforced error. There was almost a little tap there between the two of them. We're down the front straight once again, and there's a move possible. Almost matching on time. 2:04s. Rosso has the fastest lap. 2:04.436. Rosso's gone deep again into the hairpin. Laser has to correct. Dominique and Arthur are side by side. Well, I think Arthur just let Dominique by. Tries to hold together. They've lost ground here. To the front 2. They've been separated a little bit. Much wider line through turn 4. Need to be careful with that one. They might get the message at the end of the lap saying they've cut the track. Do that 5 times, you get a 5-second penalty. Arthur has spun off at turn 4. He's stuck on the outside line, which is racing line. But I don't think he's got many places to go. So he's going to drop what was an excellent P6, or even P5 in fact. He was in front of Robert Kinnell for a while, and he's down to P10 now. So enjoys meanwhile on Mark Gisbeer. Look to the inside of the turn 7 hairpin, brakes much later. Makes the move stick. Great move, great braking skill from Zudroids. He might already be on Zumbao's. He's going to be really stuck behind him coming through the Michael Schumacher S. Ooh, bit of flag there. Oh boy. For once that's not me, that's them. As Gisbeer goes wide onto the grass at turn 9. Oh, he's braked later there. Way wider. Mark Gisbeer's going to be surely having a look once again. Oh, he's already got the inside. Wow, that was a... Whoa, no! Oh, got so crossed up on the exit. Meanwhile, Laser's got past Rosso for the lead. Turn 11, turn 12, Zudroids going onto that curb on the inside and just losing the back end. And just clattering into the side of Zumbao. That was the end of that. Laser's locked up into turn 1, and he's already clearing off from Rosso. The gap is, well, it's half a second again, so it's sort of a 1 second swing in favour of Laser. The race winner from Watkins Glen last week. We're not even halfway, and this has still got a long way. This has still got so much action left to come. Bernard Prian is holding on to them, holding on to this front two, just about. Laser's picked his time to just clear off in front, and he's done so. So Droids versus Arthur now. On the Droids' recovery through the field, and Arthur's I suppose, but that's being a bit stunted there. Ooh, that's late, that's a tap there, there goes Arthur. And tap the other way, he's stuck on the outside line there. Oh, that's a bad place to be. He's going to have to wait for a very long time for very many people to come past. That's about as good of a rejoin as you could possibly ask for there. That was really good. Really good job there from Arthur. And the back straight once more. Compare some top speeds here. We've got Laser doing 228, also 228, so fairly even on the top speeds. Must be out of range of slipstream then for Rosso. And it has opened to over a second now. The move was made exactly 1 lap ago, so we'll see a good indication of actual pace difference now that the place to switch around. 203.8, 204.4, about 6/10. Yeah, this is Laser's race to lose now. Firmly in his court. Ravani and Zoodroids are switching places. I think that's just a mistake there. Arthur's got close to nasty boost. This is the closest battle we've got right now, about 3/4 of a second. Getting across the final corner on the final chicane. Zoom will be there very soon. Let's Rosso start to close up a little bit, maybe. What did the sector time say? Yes, Rosso is starting to close up. He's found some pace here, especially in the first sector, purple first sector. For Laser, and then beaten by Rosso by about a 10th. Maybe Rosso's better following. He's sort of getting getting his rhythm together now. He's following a car. Mock-ups don't help. I think you love the G65. I do. It really, and the sound is amazing. I thought I've gone on about this today a bit too much, but the sound of these cars is amazing. I like the panels yesterday for AF4. I was hearing new sounds in their panels that I had never heard before. But in a good way. Also Droids Captain Ravani, who's almost spun it, and he's collided with the 2 Droids as well. We've got 2 cars off at turn 7. KSA's way really far back, so they've both got a chance to get going again. Not causing any further distress. Arthur's got the inside of nasty bruises for P11. And they've both got a bit deep into turn 10 there. I think their tyres might be a bit hot still from the spin at turn 7 just a second ago. We've got a 3-car train here for P10. KSA, Arthur, Nasty Bruce starting to move around a bit. Arthur is getting pretty feisty behind KSA. But he's got a much better run now off turn 11, so he should be getting past fairly easily. Lap times last lap was 2/10 slower for Rosso, but both doing personal bests. Oh no, oh no! I saw that coming. KSA moved into braking, and suddenly Arthur has got nowhere to go. And he's off into the gravel, way off. I'm loving this new CSP feature, seeing all the tyre marks on the ground. That's really cool. I'm sure it was there before, but like they're staying there. It just looks so good. It was a very good reaction from Arthur, actually. Fair play to him, but yeah, it sucks that he had to be dragged into that situation. Oh, Raban, he's lost it under the brakes there. 8 out of 10 for the drift there. 8 out of 10. Very good. I mean, the track temp is quite high. It's up at 32. I wonder if the tyres are starting to overheat a bit. They're pushing them quite hard. The leaders are hanging on quite well. It's very evident. 203s for the leading pair, leading trio. And behind that, we're talking 204s, 5s, and then 7th downwards is sort of 207s, 6s, and 7s. Even as far down as a 208 and 209, back down to about P10, P11, where we see this battle with Arthur and Wooden Shoulder. Ashley Booth and KSA, meanwhile, similar on pace. Oh no! And that's now blocking the track as cars coming through there at full speed. Oh man. Assetto Corsa has lost it again on the rejoin as well. He saved it. That's not so much of a good... Oh boy. Okay. Oh, Rosso nearly loses it then. What a great save from Rosso. Those tyres are definitely starting to go off. You can tell he's pushing with everything he's got to try and get closer to Laser. He's power sliding out of turns 1 and 2. Great car control from most of the field here. Pace is starting to drop off. Mid to low 204s from mid 203s for the leading trio. In fact, it's a high 204 for Bjarne Prian. So definitely pushing really hard and the tyres going off. Rosso going wide at turn 5 as you saw there. I'll be interested to hear from the winners at the end of this what the tyres were like. We are about 4.5 minutes away from the end of this race. Plenty of action again from AF4, but much cleaner. Much cleaner. It's great to see. Or at least no safety cars. Haven't got any safety cars. That's always a good sign. Isolated incidents, not huge pile-ups. That's what we want to see. To a certain extent. Dominic, I thought that almost looked like a power slide through turn 9 there. Incredible. After this race, AF4 takes a week off. Because we have AF2 next week. So join us in 2 weeks' time for race 3. We're back at Donington Park. Great side-by-side action between Detroit and Gisbeer here. Both battling hard to keep that 7th place. Detroit again gets a much better exit, and he's got the inside line through turn 11. 12, you know he's learnt his lesson to not touch that curve on the inside of turn 12. Into the braking zone, and Zedroid's comfortably ahead now. No, he's not. I've completely jinxed it instantly. He lost it on the curve there. There goes Gisbeer back past. Dominique, meanwhile, really close to Robert Kinnable in the back of the P5. Almost did a Vettel and lost it under braking. So he's going to have to wait to get back past Robert Kinnable. Zedroid has so much more pace over Gisbeer here. A second and a half, even despite the near spin at turn 12 and turn 13, 14. Down the inside goes Zedroid. Takes chunks out of that inside curve and takes P7 as well. Comfortable, I think. I say it's drifting for days here. Oh, Dominic goes deep. He's got so much more pace than Kinnable, you can sense it. We just cannot get past. The gap at the lead has dropped, has closed to within a second again, and in fact 6/10 faster was Rosso than Laser, and with a purple second sector as well. This could heat up on the final lap. There is only one lap to go after this one. Dominique can't find a way past Robert Kinnable at all. Driving the widest Ginetta you've ever seen. Let's go for the chase cam up the hill. Oh boy, Denny's having some issues. Dominique's got a better pace up the hill. Denny's Pig is really struggling. Dominique can't take the apex, but oh, that's so close. Oh, they have both clashed. Oh dear. I think they've both sort of spun into each other. Well, they've collided and they're both spun into each other from there and back and forth. And Laser's gone deep into turn 1. Here comes Rosso. Final lap of the race. Rosso's found a pace and he's already spun it off. He's beaten. He's bucketed it at the first opportunity. Straight off, and here comes Bjarne to take P2 off of Rosso. Here he is. Don't lose it on that AstroTurf. Bjarne down the inside for P2. They both understeer wide. Rosso's got no room. Bjarne's holding the inside. Great back and forth between these two. It sucks because this is Rosso. Rosso could have taken the win of this race again. Round the outside, Bjarne that was tapping wheels. Then he could be on for a podium here at this rate. He's only 7 seconds to find. Arthur spun off from P10. He was just out of Zoombao. It's all kicking off in this second race at the final lap. Almost as dramatic as last week was. Rosso's gone deep again. Thank God for that tarmac on the outside and that well placed spot. But Bjarne is going to take P2 now. Rosso's going to fight with everything he's got to get that second place. He wants that if he wants a chance at the title. Because 2 wins for Laser and it's going to be difficult to beat him. So Rosso's got to have that pace now. He's got to get every point he can get. He's got the outside for turn 10. Bjarne hopefully going to go deep. Rosso will be thinking, doesn't. Got to do the switchback. He has to take so many stabs at the steering where you can see the weight distribution of the car. It's just penduluming back and forth. Got the slipstream down the back straight. Turn 13 is going to be opportunity. Bjarne has managed to lull Rosso off the track. Down the inside. Proper send from Rosso. Keeps it on. No, he doesn't. It's really slow there. Bjarne is going to take P2. Rosso's going to have one more shot. Laser is going to win in Nurburgring. 2 wins in a row. Ross is going to try and do the ultimate switch back to take second place. It's not going to be enough. Bjarne is going to take second in Nurburgring at his home race. Rosso third. Rosso straight out. He timed that well. Denny fourth. He will not be happy with Rosso. Dominique is going to finish at P5. Robin Kinnable will come home in 6th place. Zoodroids 7th in the end. Gisbeer will come home 8th. That's Zoodroids. Gisbeer will come home in 8th place. Farrell Rabani 9th place. Zoombao will come home in 10th. KSA 11th. Wooden Shoulder P12. Nats the Bruises P13. Arthur P14 and Al Hernandez will finish in 15th to take the final point. Raihan finished a lap down in 16th and will be the only driver not to take any points today. I got to give it to Rosso. He gave it everything. Absolutely everything. I get the feeling he sort of eased back, got his tyres back into a good window if they had gone off, and then just sent it in the final 2 or 3 laps to just catch up. And it almost worked, but he just pushed too hard on that turn 1, lost the back end, and in the end it cost him P2 as well. And the quickest server disconnect I've ever seen after finishing a race. Less than half a second after crossing the line. But there we have it. Everyone has finished now. So it is the win in race 2 for Laser. 2 wins in a row in AF4. Normally puts you on in good stead for the title, but we've got a few people in this season that are looking pretty good. Another stunning race in AF4. With more people. It fits really well with the Genettas. Let's see if we can bring in someone. Let's try and bring in the winner. If we can. Is he still here? Laser is still here. Laser, hello. Congratulations on a 2nd win in AF4.
Hello, Josh. It's nice to see you again, I guess.
You guess? I'm offended.
Okay, it is, I suppose.
Talk me through the race. You had quite a you had quite a battle on your hands with Rosso. Talk me through that.
Funny enough, the exhibition was quite a bit more of a fun battle, but yeah, well, it was just me and him throughout the whole weekend. Bjorn Priyan was third if I'm correct. I would say it was a close battle. I wasn't expecting anything less from Rosso because we have been racing together for quite a while now, and we expect each other to race hard but fair. So yeah, was a good battle until the last lap, I guess.
Yeah. Was there anything for like tyre temperatures? Were there any tyre temperature issues in this race? Or
Not tire
where?
temperature issues, but I feel like the car was quite slidey around here. But it was also down to downforce because most of the educated racer, I guess, who are like godlike and lead drivers, said that we should be running 4 or 5 wings, and me and Rasa were just running 3, so we were sliding in quite a few corners around. But I don't think tire temps were much of an issue here.
Okay, so it's just the car itself then. Because I was sensing sort of later on
Yep.
in the race, you were getting everybody was getting more and more slidey. We saw some great power slides. It was brilliant. But yeah, that last lap, I think Rosso. I think it was like second to last lap. Rosso managed 7 tenths on you in just the second sector. Did you make a mistake in the second sector on that penultimate lap or something?
I did make a mistake actually throughout the Schumacher S's. I went onto the grass with 2 wheels and I almost spun out. Luckily, I caught it though.
Excellent. And I mean, you got to think the title's in reach now. 2 wins out of 2.
I wouldn't say anything early, but yeah, it does feel good to have 2 wins in a row. Hopefully, I can continue keeping it. But yeah, if the competition is as strong as Rosso and Bjorn Prion, then I'm all down for the racing.
Excellent. And hopefully, all of you will follow up into other leagues as well. We'll get some great racing in those leagues as well.
I have already attempted to join AF3. Hopefully, I do get accepted there.
Yes, I think
And
you
we
are in.
also have the AF2 race on March 12th. Stay tuned for that, actually.
Of
Hopefully, we
course,
will
you're
do
you
good there
you
as
in
well.
AF4, AF1 next season, aren't you?
Well, I want to win an AF4 first, and then I will see how AF3 goes, and then I might join AF1 next season, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I mean, this is the season to join AF1. If I'm honest, this is the one. Didn't get any better than this. But excellent. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. 2 weeks to the next race in Donington.
Yep, good luck to everyone, and hope you enjoyed.
I certainly did. Absolutely. See you later, Laser.
See ya.
And there we have it. I think we'll close it up for today. Anybody who does remember AFX exists, there's an AFX race in a couple of hours. It won't be streamed because we don't get enough people for that anymore. But absolutely join us if you want to race in AFX. It is the last AFX race ever, in theory. It's the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup cars at Bathurst. So go ahead and join that if you can. That's the last stream for AF this week, except for, of course, the student stream on Monday. That's at 7 p.m. UTC. And other than that, that's it. AF1 is back next week for season 10, I think. Yes, season 10. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm driving that season. I'm beyond excited. I haven't raced in an AF1 season since season 4 and full time since season 3. But do join us on our Discord if you want to take. I've seen quite a few new people in Twitch chat. Hello to all of you. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully the racing was good if you got to see it. But if you want to join the racing, we've got weeklies tomorrow. So go ahead and join our Discord or head over to assettofriends.com and you'll have a look at all our leagues and the links to our Discords. So you can join us in our wonderful community. That'd be wonderful. But until next time, it's goodbye from me. Bye, guys.